And you all think you have a lazy ass cat. Damn. Look at this. He ain't even awake. Y'all know I live in North Carolina. And this is where they film some of the Hunger Games. They got construction equipment out here fixing up the main roads. I mean, all these houses, every single one of them is just empty, which is pretty cool. I mean, you can't go in them, it's all posted private property and whatnot, but I mean, it goes clear back. I mean, all the way back and around. I mean, clear down to the Henry River, which, you know, if you've ever seen my wife's channel, That Modern Mommy, she does a lot of genealogy and ancestry. Well, it turns out that my third great grandfather, Heinrich Wiedner, owned, well, about 10 or 100,000, I'm not quite sure the number, acres of basically Lincolnton and part of Catawba County. And him and the Robinsons actually started the government that sits here in North Carolina, in Catawba County. They started the government, the churches, I mean, but as you can see, I mean, all this, all of it is just empty. It used to be a industrial site. I mean, you got your hay bales and probably put here for the props for the movie, but yeah, this is Hunger Games. I'll be taking a walk through here in a little bit. We'll go from there. I like places like this. Nice and quiet, take your time, deal with what you got to deal with, and just kind of enjoy yourself without having to deal with people. Well, too many people. But be back in a minute. Yeah, this here's one of the houses. I mean, you can actually see that, you know, people can't respect anything. I mean, this house is pretty old, as you can tell. I mean, there's still furniture and stuff from the collapsed fireplace. And it looks like it had heating at one point. But I mean, we're technically not allowed to in the houses. But we can walk around, take a peek, and I mean, it looks pretty good. You can see the actual nails and boards on the slat house. This house ain't going nowhere. It'll be here for another couple hundred years. I mean, it's not like from, you know, 1800s, but there's a lot of history to tell through here. I mean, I consider myself a, however you want to put it, a hillbilly. And I like to think I'm smarter than your average bear. I got a lot more common sense that I don't use, but it's just fun to deal with. I love seeing stuff like this nowadays and love checking people out. Look, my wife's being chased off by the truck. But yeah, there are actually people living down here at one point. Just kind of crazy. See the little walkways they have set down to look like one of the plants. They head over towards, I don't know, we'll head down there, but I don't know if you can make out the dam there or not. We'll get up onto it and I'll show you. Yeah, right down there, that was a dam. The river used to run all the way through here.
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Y'all from out of town or local?
Newton.
Newton.
Sir,
Cotton down. See through that window over there?
well, yeah. You can see the slide right
They
there.
slid the cotton down from that building up there into here, and he hand turned around the wall and opened them up. The machine sat right in the door right there. It shredded the cotton up and blowed it through that pipe right there into the mill.
Huh. That's pretty ingenious. When was this?
Huh?
How long ago was this?
I was 5, 6 years old. And that wall was built when the mill dam was built to keep the water off the mill. 1940, it come a flood, it come over that wall. Water got up in the mill, and there's a rope in there about that big that pull part of the mill.
Uh-huh.
So the wheel got to run away with them. They'd get into a board on that wheel, get that rope off of it. They're afraid it's going to jerk back side of the mill. This is the end next to the river. The mill set back that way. But,
Why do I hear radio?
yeah, he keep the radio in on only trying to deter people. He don't deter nobody. Let's take tires out down here.
Yeah.
All this bit used to be open.
Man.
The river was up 2 weeks ago this past Monday. First time I'd seen that up, water coming over the dam, and
That's when it was raining 3-4 days straight.
yeah, and right down there, water where that grass area is,
Uh-huh.
water is about 5 feet deep right there.
Huh.
You can walk to the bottom of the dam as the road comes down to these telephone poles from down there.
Yeah,
You can walk
yeah, we
to
seen it blocked off.
Yeah. You can go past that gate. You can walk past it, walk down that road. See, all this here needs to be cleaned out.
And get you a big old bush hog.
You don't supposed to slip and do it, but I done it last summer. All this dead stuff. I slipped in there on something that was good and hot. Supposed to have a damn license to do it. I told him. He's got a skidder sitting right up there, and I'm gonna hopefully he's driving, he's truck driver.
Well, you know they sell those attachments for the skidders, right? Yeah. You can clean all of this out. Take you about 4 days.
See, they had a crane here years ago and put that steel grate in there to catch the trash going into the wheel.
It's a big old mess there.
You got 2 gates in the bottom of the dam. They open right now. And,
There's a relief valve there. Open the
gates.
gates at the bottom.
Yeah. There's 2 shafts going down.
Yeah.
The other week, 2 weeks ago Monday, that corner over where the tree lay, and that thing was half full of water that are coming over from the rain.
From over it?
Yeah. It's coming over there and see all that trash laying on
Yeah.
top of the dam.
Uh-huh. Wow.
It's pretty sight when it's full and the water's coming over.
Now, is this actually run off of the Catawba?
No, this is Henry River.
Yeah, I know it's a Henry.
But it's eventually run into the Catawba
Yeah,
River.
that's what I thought.
This starts up there in the watershed
Uh-huh.
back in the South Mountains,
Up towards
south of Morgan.
Morganton, yeah.
Back there where they had all that fire the other
Yep,
week.
yep. That was a shame. That,
People throwed tires out, and they had 2 tires washed over. There's another one down there.
Huh.
I got a friend got some steel rod on him being a piece.
well, yeah, I mean, just to think that this stuff's been around here this long, you know? Is this wrapped back down to the bank?
Yeah, this takes you down to the river. You probably got a skidder running from old one.
And it's amazing. This is right off, I mean, almost right off of I-40.
Yeah.
You can't even hear the cars.
Lord, it's people through here have been down here from everywhere. The water way up here the other way.
Yeah, you can see it.
The river's right down here.
Leaves start mulching up and
All this used to be open through here from down to the bank. None of these trees in here.
yeah, throw an attachment on that skidder, boy. You can take care of this in this area here in less than a day. Look at that.
This soil in here would be worth a fortune if it dipped out and run through a stream.
Oh yeah. God, is it pretty. My wife's gonna kill me. Cause there ain't no way she can get back here. Not with stroller at least. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Right there you can see almost, it's almost like a slide instead of a staircase. It's a big huge vent on the top for, I don't know what that looks like. Probably for another chimney, but looks like it may have been some type of window. But yeah, I mean, this place, it's amazing just to think that this place sits right off the highway. And there's just, I mean, every single building, even as you come down the road, there's just, this is what you see. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. That's some old time fire hydrants and backup pipes. That fenced off place is kind of like a reservoir for the mill if it ever caught fire.
No.
The store from the Hunger Games. Where's PETA? Oh, hi. There's a train wreck of a car. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe, just all this area, all of it without any trees or, you know, big grass or, you know, it's just pretty amazing. I mean, makes you wonder what life was really like back then. But we'll have to see. 1,000 years from now, they'd be saying the same thing. Hell, even 40 years from now, probably. So yeah, this is pretty sweet. I mean, it may not look like it directly, but this is PETA's Bakery from the Hunger Games. But they've had people breaking in and, as you can tell, smashing windows, making all kinds of pretty mess. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Well, to be honest, it looks more like an antique shop now. Does anything else. But yeah, tried and true, this was actually once a bakery. It was actually once usable, along with all these houses and roads and fire department and everything else. So